Got to disconnect here, hook the car up, and we'll be on our way. This RV park that we're staying at here, we're actually right next to the road, so it's a little noisy there, but perfect example. But there's a lot of spaces back in the park too. This was absolutely fine. Although, from inside, we did notice that there's a cemetery on the other side of the road there. Glad we just noticed that this morning. Next, the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Here at a rest stop to check the dolly straps. Our recommendation, do not get a dolly. We only did because we had just bought our car, not knowing that we were going to go full-time. We've said this many times, I know, but they are such a pain. I usually eat while I'm driving, but I figured I might as well just eat now. About 2 hours and 20 minutes left, and we're going to pull into the Loves and refuel. And we'll see how much we save this time. This TSD card.
I like it.
Awesome. I always use this Seafoam can of this. It really helps keep your diesel engines really clean. We did call the RV resort. Their check-in time actually was only 2 to 4. So only a 2-hour window. They're gonna leave our stuff at the door and we're gonna pick it up at the door when we get into the resort. So now what we're gonna do is open up the RV Life app again, hit RV Trip Wizard, and then this is our map that we're doing. We're going to this RV park. Hit the little arrow to the right. I've got avoid tolls and avoid unpaved roads selected. RV friendly directions. We're going to pick that. It says it's going to take us 4 hours and 27 minutes. We should get there at 6:26 p.m. Hit start and we're on our way.
I'm ready to go.
Hey, what are you doing standing up while we're driving?
Somebody wanted a brownie and it wasn't me.
Oh, it's okay then. Stop here at a rest stop.
It's a bit nipply.
Yeah, nipply. It's in the 50s. Time we get out and get a little breath of some fresh mountain air.
Pretty here. North Carolina.
All aboard. Next stop. Where's the next stop? Next stop, Pigeon Forge. Let's go. Made it to Pine Mountain RV Resort here in Pigeon Forge, Looks like a very nice place. I wasn't expecting this. We did look at photos online, and still looks different. Pretty sure we're at the right place. She put our information on the door like she said she would.
The dreaded Dolly. We made it to Pine Mountain RV Resort. This is a Good Sam resort, so we get a little bit of a discount. It's about 57 degrees, but it's beautiful. Right there is the clubhouse. Concrete site, backs up to a little creek. Brian's getting us all hooked up. We're gonna be here 3 nights, and I think we're gonna like it here. This is like a brand new place. We're in a little cul-de-sac. It almost looks like a residential area. We're happy.
It's only supposed to get up to 61 degrees today. We're going to go up into the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. We leave a couple days from now, and the temperatures go back up to the 80s then. It gives us a little bit of a change in temperature. We're backed up here to this little brook Michelle calls the Babbling Brook. We opened up one of the side windows last night and ate supper listening to the brook, and just kept the TV off, just sat there and ate with the sound in the background. Oh, there's a cardinal. All right, we're gonna get the car packed and get on our way.
No way Jose's Cantina.
Not during the corona. No way Jose. Sign came up on us a little too fast, so we had to turn around and come back and get a picture.
Photo op.
There is a trail back here. We're trying to decide whether we should go on that trail or not. A little chilly.
A little bit.
A little chilly.
56, I think.
A little nippy out here.
Nipply.
Michelle saw another babbling brook.
No, this is not a babbling brook. This is a
raging river. There's a difference between a babbling brook and a raging river.
Rapids.
We're gonna go whitewater rafting sometime on a babbling brook.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who is?
Sometimes you go 100 feet around a corner and there's another pullover with another view. A very beautiful area. Of course, we're not showing everything. I'll spoil it for you if you want to come up here yourself. Can't show you everything, but very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. So before trains rumbled through the Smokies, loggers used to use the river to float their timber down to the mills. And then at one time they got a log jam, so they used dynamite to free up the log jam, and the dynamite blasted a huge hole in the rocky stream bed, created what is now called the sinks, so it altered the course of the river.
Really pretty.
If we were still living in our sticks and bricks and living the normal life that we used to, You know, it's like vacations were usually once a year when we took a vacation, at least on a trip somewhere. And when you do that, you kind of want to plan, you know, like a major destination or something. At least we did. And we realized that all the things that we have seen so far in a year and a half, there's no way we would have seen in our entire life living the way we used to. Thinking we see a bear off to a distance. Is it?
No, that's a turkey.
What?
I don't know. It looks like...
Is that a bear? No, it's a turkey. Very similar.
Oh, well.
Is it really? No, I don't know. This is when a big telephoto lens would come in handy. I think it is a turkey.
See?
Yeah, turkey, bear, they look very similar.
Oh my gosh.
What was that?
That's a bear.
Is it?
I don't know.
What was that green box back there?
Like a donation box towards...
It had a picture of a bear on it.
Yeah, and there was a sign earlier that said donate.
I ain't donating any of my fingers. It says don't feed the animals, so that means they don't get to eat us either. Must be something around the corner here.
All of a sudden we just saw these bears.
I can't believe I'm getting this close. We'll hunt and bail. This is the actual Cades Cove Visitor Center.
Looks like an old cabin.
An old cabin. But it's closed right now because of the pandemic. Still a lot of people around. Keeping our distance. So all the structures here in Cades Cove have been moved from other locations. However, the mill over here is still in its same location. Maybe somebody out there may know what this building was used for. We're thinking some sort of livestock. I don't know if it was for their mules. Could be because of this being such a low doorway. And there's a trough inside. So there's the trough. Because they used mules a lot. See another big bear. That was a huge bear, and there were two cub bears sleeping up in a tree, and there was a lot of trees and leaves and that, so I couldn't get a good shot of it, but that was really neat to see. That bear was huge.
It was
We had a different plan, a different route coming back to Iowa to visit family, and from Savannah decided to check out a different route and said, well, heck, let's go through the Smoky Mountains. So glad we did, because the other way, with everything closed with the pandemic and that, deer, something like this, a national park that you can drive through and see nature, perfect. Hey, deer. I don't see any more bears. But there's Bigfoot.
Daryl.
I mean, yeah, Daryl. I mean, Daryl. We're on this weird named road called Newfound Gap. We've been eating so much lately, I found a couple newfound gaps. Right here is one under this roll, under that roll. We thought we'd come down just to see the outside of Dollywood.
Mm-hmm.
It's closed, of course.
Can't see nothing.
That, folks, was empty Dollywood. Wait, they still got a security guard working. I think it's Dolly. We've got an exciting day in store. I'm a little bit bummed though.
What?
Read the rules of the national park on drones, and it's a no-fly zone. But it's still going to be exciting.
It is. Lots of scenery.
Let's go. Who says you can't have fun and social distance at the same time? These national parks, as long as they're open and the roadways are open, the visitor centers don't have to be open.
No.
Just be sure you go potty before you come.
Sometimes that doesn't even help.
Yeah. We've only had one time that she actually had to use
So far.
a public restroom, and that was yesterday.
So far.
Photo op.
Photo op.
5,046 elevation. We're at an overlook here, the Tennessee-North Carolina state line. Got some Hawkeye fans here in Tennessee.
We find them everywhere.
We do, especially this time of the year. All the snowbirds, a little chilly, still in the mid-50s up here. I don't think we have any.
It wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't the wind.
So Michelle has her phone GPS set to come up here, and I set mine for the back in Pigeon Forge at our RV resort and just letting it keep running. That way it'll be locked in. If we do lose it, as long as you keep your GPS on, you can kind of zoom in and it'll still follow where you're at, and you can kind of work your way back to the roads if you're old like us and can't remember which way you turned. Well, we're not going yet. Time for lunch. Gotta bring your lunch. Just finishing up lunch here, and I forgot, I made us sandwiches, but I forgot to put in napkins. I was thinking this morning, but Michelle goes, "Oh, that's okay. We got the diapers in the glove compartment." When we were in the Keys at Key West, there was a hotel there that we could go in from the parking ramp and use their bathroom, and they had this big, thick hand towels, and Michelle grabbed a few of them and called them diapers because they're really thick. This is like the other half. She tore it in half. They could probably be Depends. Is that why you put them in there? In case you had an accident? An old village sort of thing, kind of like what we looked at yesterday. Building here is what was called the Apple House. For the Mountain family, apples were a staple, eaten raw and used to make cider, vinegar, applesauce, apple butter, and
Pie. Apple pie.
made it to Cherokee, the Indian Reservation. Took another stop here. We missed this stop on our way down here, but it was just a gorgeous view where you can see kind of the mist in the sky, what kind of where the Smoky Mountains gets their name. Here we go! The Great Rocky Mountain National Park. Yay!
No.
What?
The Great Smoky Mountain.
Oh.
Wrong state.
I was going to Colorado. Where were you going?
I'm going to Tennessee.
Let's call it a day.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click that little bell, and hit that thumbs up. See you next week.